Perfect. All right. Is it working now?
Yeah.
All right. So let me go back to the beginning. Let me reset this. Reset. Okay. So again, thanks for joining us again. So one of the biggest focus here we do Primerica, and yes, you're 100% right. We do insurances. Life insurance is where we get paid the most.
Yeah.
But that's not the only thing we do here in Primerica now, right? So one of the biggest thing we do here is debt. Now, Eddie, how many people you think that has debt?
Almost everything.
Pretty much, right? So anybody that has a credit card that has a balance that they carry over every month, that's a debt. They have a mortgage that they're paying, that's a debt. They're financing a car, that's a debt. They're going to school, have OSAP, that's a debt, right? But you know what? One of the other main focus we deal with here is also retirement, right? When was the last time you spoke to anybody about retirement?
Almost
Never, right?
Other than probably my spouse.
Right.
That's about it.
Now, have you or do you know exactly what you need for retirement?
No. I just save. I just started saving recently.
Right.
Because I'm at that age where I have to think about it.
Right. But you don't know, you don't have a guideline. All right. Well, that's the problem nowadays. And that's the reason why we focus a lot on retirement, because not everybody knows how or what they need to retire. So what we could do for our clients is we could show them what they need, the steps they need for them to retire, and what they have to start doing now. Why wait till you're 50, you're 60, you're 40 to do that when you could do it right now, right? Another things that we focus here is right here, first-time home buyer. You have a house yet, Eddie? Perfect. Are you looking to buy a house one day?
Eventually.
Perfect. So what if I was able to show you as well down the road how, or we can help you get a home? I'll give you an example. What's the main thing that you need to buy a house?
What is the main?
What's the main thing you need to buy a house? Besides your credit score.
Oh, main thing I need.
Yeah.
Down payment.
Absolutely. What if I told you we can help you with the down payment to buy a house? Right? Would that be good? Right? So that's definitely one of the things that we could do. Right? So let me ask you a real question. Eddie, what are your goals from here on out?
Probably all those things they listed, and maybe.
So just name them. Just name all of them.
Pay off my debt.
Yeah.
Retirement, buy a home. Maybe emergency funds.
Some more money.
Some play money.
More money.
For vacation.
Okay, so travel. Okay. You plan to buy a car anytime soon?
I already have a car, but for presentation purposes, for those ones that don't have a car, yeah, I can include that there.
Right. And how about your kids?
Yeah.
Right.
Education, yeah.
Right.
Send off for college.
Perfect. Now let me ask you a quick question. Is there any other goals that you want? That's it.
Sorry.
Is there any more goals that you want me to include?
Maybe retire my parents as well.
So okay. So retire parents. Retire moms. Pops. Perfect. Let me ask you something. With all these goals that you have in mind here, what did they all have in common?
Money.
Right. Money. For you to get out of debt, you need money. For you to retire, you need money. For you to buy a house, you need the money. Right? Now, people don't realize most of this actually falls under here. Debt, right? If you don't have, if you retire with no money, you have to borrow money. If your kids go to school without money, you have to borrow money at OSAP. If you want to buy a car, you have to go in debt. If you can't afford it cash, you have to purchase it. If you want to travel, what's the first thing you enter, or what's the last thing you enter as soon as you pick the dates and times and places where you got to be at? Credit card, right? So those are all going in debt. But you know what? Debt, we can talk about that anytime. But my main focus today, Eddie, is I want to talk about this part. So retirement. Okay. How old are you today, Eddie?
42.
42. At what age do you want to retire?
Maybe 65.
65. An average lifespan in Canada is actually 85. Okay. Now, Eddie, if my calculation is right, how many years is from 40 to 65?
23.
23 years, right? So what you're doing in 23 years, Eddie, is you're working. You're investing. And you're also saving. I hope. Right? From 65 to 85 is how many years? 20. And what you're doing here is spending. Right? Let me ask you something real quick. Eddie, if you were to retire at 65, how much money would you live comfortably every single month? Knowing that your mortgage is paid, you don't have to worry about your kids are all grown up.
Say 6,000.
6,000, perfect. So this, when I say this, you bring out your calculator. As soon as you bring your calculator, now you're gonna help me calculate. Okay. So Eddie, 6,000. So times this by 12 because you need that in a year. How much is that?
That is 72,000.
Perfect. 70,000. Eddie, I figure out exactly how much you need every single month when you turn 60. Sorry, every single year when you turn 65. But wait, you're gonna be living for at least 20 years or longer. So let's times this by 20. What's 72 times 20 years?
Looking at 1,440,000.
1.4 mil. Right. Eddie, do you remember when we used to take the bus back in the days, man? How much was the bus fare? $1, right? Have you taken a bus recently at all?
But
No.
my kids do.
How much is the bus fare now?
Probably close to $3.
Yeah, so expensive, right? So you're familiar with inflation, right? So inflation plays a big part of what's going on with everybody being broke right now. So basically, your money in 20 years won't be 1.4 million. Let's just say inflation, let's just say this doubles. So times that by 2, 1.4 times 2,
2.8.
2.8 million. Let me ask you a quick question, Eddie. So I figured out your magic numbers, 2.8 million. For you to retire at 65, for the next 20 years, you need at least $2.8 million in your bank account. Now, from what you're doing right now with your life, from what you're doing today with your life, how close are you to 2.8 million?
Very.
Are you gonna get close to that by the time you're 65?
No.
Perfect. Well, what if I show you a way how we can get you either close to it or at least near that 2.8 million? Would you be interested?
Sure.
Perfect. So here in this company, there's something what we call a financial needs analysis. Have you ever heard of that? Perfect. So financial needs analysis here, it's like, you've been to doctors, obviously, where you've done your checkup, right? Before they give you any prescription, they have to do their diagnostic first, right? Perfect. It's exactly the same thing with the FNA. Before we provide any information to you guys or any prescription to you guys, we want to make sure we know where you're going, where you are right now, and where you got to be. Sounds good? By the way, I actually so I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions, and then I'm going to come back here again and give you more accurate information. Does that sound good?
Sir.
Are you available anytime either tomorrow or Saturday?
I'm available as soon as possible.
When is tomorrow?
You can, as soon as you're done,
How,
as soon as you're available, I'm available.
I'll get this ready either tomorrow or Saturday. So tomorrow's good?
Yeah.
Friday, what time?
Anytime.
So let's say 6 p.m.?
Sure.
Perfect. So Friday at 6 p.m., booked it. Okay. And then I do the FNA questions. That's it. Simple. How's that?
Very informative. I think it definitely does put me in a place where you gotta start thinking. Because then you throw out so many numbers, like how much you need to retire, people don't realize such a large number.
But we're not lying about it because that's what they want, right? If they're not gonna do anything about it right now, they're not gonna get close to that number that we just showed you. I showed you.
Right.
Right. So that's the reason why this presentation is so effective to get the FNA. Now, oh no, that's on the other side. So let me show you. It's exact, almost same presentation. Can I erase this?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can show you the same presentation, but this time it's the recruitment side. Right. So this
is after the FNA.
This is the FNA, right? But this one is so you're gonna figure out what you want to do first. You want to do the FNA first with a client, or you want to recruit them. If you want to recruit them, then you do the recruitment presentation,
Okay.
right? And then you do the FNA once he's recruited, right? So this is the recruitment presentation. It's exact identical, but only a little twisted. You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna fast forward to the debt part.
Okay.
Same thing. So debt, retire, first time home buyer, and then your goal is house, retire, kids, debt. And what was the other one? Travel.
Yep.
Same thing. So we all talk about it and then they focus on, they all have one thing in common, is debt, right? But again, I tell you, we're not gonna focus on debt today, we're gonna talk about retire,
Yeah.
okay? So same concept, you're 42. You wanna retire 65. And lifespan is 85. Same thing. So 23 years, 20 years. So what you're doing in 23 years is you're either what? Saving, working, and what's the third one?
Invest,
Invest. And then what you're doing in 20 years?
spend.
Spend. Right? Now, you need $6,000 a month. Same concept. We figured out the number. So 6,000 to what? 72,000. Times that by 20. That gives you 1.4 and then 2.8. Right? So 2.8 million. Okay. So look at this. You have to work 23 years. You need 23 years for you to work and earn $6,000 every single month for the next 20 years over here. That's the goal, right? What if I show you a way you can retire sooner than 23 years? Would that be something you're interested in?
Yes, absolutely.
Right? Let me show you a little something cool, man. So here in this company, we get our license. We get a license in our investment. We also have license in life. Have you heard of these concepts before? RSP, TFSA, RESP?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, an average family or minimal family spend about $100 a month. Okay, $100 a month. What is that total to? $300. That's how much the client spends every single month under investment. Okay, so let's say, Eddie, you come join us. You do this part-time. You're not even working full-time because I know you're busy with your kids. Say you're full client. So let's just say, let's say this is the payments. So car payment. What's an average car payment? 300. What's an average house payment?
Say 3,000.
And you want to retire with what?
2.8.
Well, 6,000 a month,
All right, right.
right? That's what you want, right? So let's just say Eddie helped about 4 people a week. How many weeks are in a month? No, in a month. That's you. That's you.
months.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, 4.
Perfect. What's 4 times 4? 16 clients Eddie helped. Okay, that's a month. Now let's say Eddie does this for only 8. Let's just say 6 months part time. What's 16 times 6? No worries. Take your time, bro. Take your time.
6.
96 clients that Eddie helped in 6 months part time. Okay, but here, when you're doing part time in this company, we also get paid 2% for every dollar the clients invest. 2.75, depending if you work full time or not. Okay, so give me so 96 clients are spending how much again? $300 a month. What's 96 times 300? 26,000. Oh, 20,000. Oh, perfect. 28,800. Perfect. Remember, this is not your money. This is the client's money. They're putting this away for RSP, TFSA, and RESP. Okay, and that's minimal. I have clients who puts away $1,500 a month. So $300 is nothing, right? So we're just going it by minimal. Okay.
Just
So
for the sake of calculation.
yes, just for the sake of calculation. So let's just say, for example, you're part-time, you get 2% of that. What's 28,800
Times 2.
times 2%?
That is 576.
$576. Look at that. In 6 months, if you help 16 clients a month, that gives you a passive income of $576 every single month for the next 18 to 30 years. The reason why I'm saying that is because most people that invest into these type of investment is between 18 to 30 years they're investing. So they're investing for a long term, not short term. Okay. Now that gets rid of your car payment, correct? Let me show you how you can get rid of your house payment. Say you still have a house payment by now. Now you have a house payment. Let's say you do the same concept. 4 times 4, which is 16 clients a month. Now let's say, for example, you do this for only, let's just say 3 years. You know what? 2.5 years. What's 2.5 years? So 2.5 years is 24 plus 6 is 30 years, correct? Sorry. Yes. Am I correct? So let's just say you do this for 2.5 years. How many clients have you helped in 2.5 years? 16 times 3, 30.
8.
480.
480. That's 480 clients you've helped in 2.5 years. That's just same concept. They spend about $300 a month. How much is that in total they spend every single month?
$144,000.
$144,000. Now what? Now wait. Let's not do the 2% anymore, because by next year or so, when you're making good money in this business, you want to fly and do full time. Okay, let's say you switch to full time. When you do full time in the business, you get paid 2.75%, right? Who's that? Oh, so what's 2.75% of 144,000?
That's 396.
300. I'm sorry, 144,000 times 2.75%. I apologize. 3,900, I think.
Okay, 396.
3,900.
$396,000.
Wait, if you go 144,000 times 2.75%, are you sure? Oh no, you didn't press the percent.
You're right. 3,960.
60. I went way overboard. So you can,
You recruit 10 people. That was I recruit my whole family right now.
right?
It's crazy.
Right? So numbers do not lie, because this becomes passive income now for the next 18 to
18, 30 years.
30 years. So now I've just removed your monthly payment for your mortgage. Remember how you said you want to retire in the next 23 years? I'm going to show you how you can retire in 5 years. So let's say you do the same concept. 4x4 is 16 clients, times that by 5 years is 60 months. 16 times 60.
3,000.
How many clients have you helped in 5 years?
960.
Times this by $300 that they spend every single month, minimal.
288,000.
How much? 28,000. And now times this by 2.75%, which is what you're going to be earning while you were doing this full time.
7,920.
7,000. How much? 900.
$20.
We're over surplus of almost 2,920 passive income, paying down your retirement in 5 years. How'd you like to retire? Look, I don't make this up. Numbers do not lie, Eddie. This is
2.75. What rank are you?
full time, regional.
Regional.
My contract. Yeah. 2.75%. Now let me ask you something, Jordan and Eddie. I've showed you guys how you can retire in 5 years. What's stopping you guys from trying from doing this?
Effort.
I'm waiting for your answer.
Time, people, marketing.
We'll show you that afterwards. That you don't have to worry about. I'll help you with all of that.
Time, people, marketing.
That you don't have to worry about. I'll show you how to do that once you join.
We need to have a discussion about the open conversation to get to you.
Yeah.
So what you would say before even introduce yourself.
Yes. So how it works is she didn't send you the thing yet? The script?
If she did,
I'll put it in the chat. So the chat will say, it'll say, oh, hey, I'm going back to school. Actually, before I do that, do you have any questions? So how you like this presentation, by the way?
Good.
It's pretty plain simple. Right? Oh,
Let's talk about objections.
okay.